Welcome to New Broadcasting House. This has been the home of BBC Weather since 2013. The sun's out today, but you'll often see us weather forecasters arriving around 4 in the morning before the sun's up for the start of our day. Follow me inside and I'll show you what's involved in a typical day in the life of a weather forecaster. So here we are in the Weather Centre, and here there's a mixture of presenters, producers, graphic designers, managers, and perhaps the most important role, the duty forecaster, which today is Nikki. So Nikki, tell me, just how do we go about creating a forecast?
Well, it all starts with observations. So we gather as many as we can from around the world. Here we've got satellite data, radar data, surface observations of temperature. We'll also feed in wind speed and pressure, and as much as we possibly can from around the whole world. And that gets plugged into powerful supercomputers. The supercomputers then do their job. They churn away and calculate 14,000 trillion calculations every second to produce our weather forecast. That comes across, it comes through to our systems. Here we've got sort of the cloud and rain expected for the day. We'll compare that to the radar and what's actually going on in the real world, and we'll tweak this the best we can to make the best possible forecast.
Fantastic. So talk me through what we're expecting today then.
So today we're looking at some pulses of potentially heavy rain drifting across southern counties of England. We've got some sunny spells across the Midlands and some heavy showers developing across the northwest.
So I'm fully briefed up now, and I'm going to turn my attention to creating my weather graphics for the day. And I've got a couple of different screens here. You can see on this screen on the left here, I'm looking at current weather conditions. So satellite and radar, for instance, as well, show where it's currently raining. And also importantly, I'm going to be choosing which Weather Watcher picture to feature on the TV today. And then this screen here, this is our graphics machine. So we can choose different things to show the story of the day. For instance, radar, where it's been raining, any thunderstorms that we've seen. If it's going to be a breezy day, I can put on the wind arrows and you can see which direction the wind's blowing from. We can also zoom around the map to different parts of the country to show different weather pictures across different regions, for instance. And we've actually been using computer-generated graphics like this since 1985. So that's when weather forecasters stopped using those iconic magnetic symbols and we started creating our own TV graphics. And of course, it's not just TV broadcasts that we do as part of our shift, but radio bulletins as well. And they're done from in a studio like this one. So I'll put my microphone up here, stick my headphones on, and from in here, we can dial into all of the different BBC radio stations, like Radio 4, for example. And we generally make some bullet points and talk around them on air. Thanks, Evan. Well, it's a fairly unsettled story for the next couple of days. Today, we've got blustery showers rattling in from the northwest, some of them heavy and some of them thundery. So almost time to go on air now, but one important last thing to do, and that is to get my hair and my makeup done. Thank you very much. Nice to see you too. And of course, it's not only UK forecasts that we do, but also forecasts for right around the world. And they're typically done in one of these studios, usually with a green screen like this, but I'm actually wearing green today. So I'm going to press this magic button and change it to a blue screen. So when I stand here presenting the weather, I can't see my graphics directly behind me, but what I can see, if I look down the camera lens here, I can see the image of myself on top of the graphics, just like you'd see at home. Now, the only thing is, when I point towards the left, actually my reflection goes right. So you've got to reverse your way of thinking in your brain, and you have to be really well briefed to know the weather story across all continents of the globe. Thanks for joining me for this look at the weather right around the world. First off, we're heading to North America, where the heat continues to build. So we're down in the wings of Studio B now. I've loaded up my weather graphics on this machine, and I've got this tiny device that I'm going to pop in my ear. And that means the director can talk to me while I'm on air, giving me any crucial instructions, telling me how long I've got left to speak. So you've got to get quite good at multitasking, speaking on live TV while listening to vital instructions at the same time.
Time for the weather with Sarah Keith-Lucas.
But this frontal system eases away as it heads its way south. Still a few showers around for Friday into the weekend. So that's it for another day of talking about the weather. And here at the BBC Weather Centre, along with our colleagues in the regional hubs around the country, we make about 400 broadcasts every single day. So hopefully this has given you a bit more of a flavour about how they're put together.